Ooh. Pie! Okay, extremely peculiar time to be starting a new video, but here we are. After a half week of being homeless, we were finally able to get into this damn apartment. And I guess we figured out pretty soon here why it was so easy to get and nobody else wanted it. Shut up!
It's 4 in the morning, a couple of guys are snoring, and all I can think about is your face. I know I said that I'll call sooner, but I'm knocking down these rumors, so excuse me if my call is too late.
First day in this place and I wake up to dishes galore. Hey Lazy, you got dish duty.
I know, man, this thing's giving me grief.
Already falling back into your lazy tendencies? One day into the apartment?
I woke up 2 hours before you.
Well, I'm sure you noticed that clip cut right there at the end. It would be a shame if some SD formatting error occurred and that clip was just lost. Everybody's gonna think you're lazy POS. Just so you know, he was on his toes and I was squat down a little, so I'm not actually that short.
People are like, there's no way you're 5'10".
Okay, so Drew and I just kind of spent the last hour moving things in and getting our apartment orchestrated because we got in late last night. I did not film that, it didn't really appeal to me at the moment. Drew did, however, so if you want to go see that, you can go check out Drew's channel. I'm kind of this recluse on social media, right? Like, I pop in every now and then, so you guys sometimes don't see a lot from me. So I guess Drew's channel is now this outlet for you guys to further invade my privacy. So I'm currently cooking my pre-workout meal, so you'll probably hear some, like, bubbling and other series of noises. Just disregard those. But it kind of just occurred to me the other day, I was like, man, I have been doing this resistance training for 3 years now. I made a 1 and I made a 2-year transformation, and frankly I think it just seems redundant. And to be completely honest, if I had an idea and a concept of what I wanted to do for it, I would probably make one. The next transformation I'll likely release will probably be a 5-year transformation, or if I perhaps do like a little mini cut and get real lean, or if I perhaps do a show, diet down. However, it has been 3 years of resistance training, so as I'm making my food here, I just wanted to briefly touch on these 3 years and also how it can apply to you guys and give you guys kind of a brief idea of what you can achieve as well. And to be honest, I was actually quite on the fence about making this video. As I was growing up, I came across all these natty or nots. Even before I even got into lifting weights, I saw the natty or nots on people such as David Lade, Ryan Casey, Dylan McKenna, all these guys. I saw these natty or nots, and the people who were I guess the accusers in the situation, they were essentially conveying the message and sometimes even explicitly saying, like, you cannot achieve this naturally in this given period of time, or you cannot obtain this naturally, period. And I guess one thing I did do right upon initially embarking in resistance training is I just kind of like, I didn't have any expectations, and I didn't have any limiting beliefs. Once again, I just kind of like said, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna give it my best, and let's see what Dylan can do. So straight up, you can achieve what I've achieved in 3 years. Whatever you see before you, you can achieve this in 3 years and potentially more. Not even potentially, you can achieve it in 3 years, and you can excel it too. I literally was training wrong for the first entire 1.5 years of training. Like, and people claim that what I achieved in 2 years is unattainable, let alone 3 now. People are still saying it. I was skinny my whole life leading up to lifting weights. I was just really small, guys. And I was this small kid who had these large physical goals, but I was trapped in this diminutive frame. Now, this is not an in-depth, like, how to go from point A to point B, but I will give you this, guys. My biggest mistake was not prioritizing strength training earlier on. I didn't really prioritize strength training until about, once again, 1.5 years into my lifting career. And at that time that I did integrate it was when I saw these massive changes and manipulations in my physique. A strong muscle is a dense muscle, and it's gonna look different than just a muscle developed purely from hypertrophy. Trust me, man, if you have size but you're also strong, the muscle is harder, it's denser. For an example, nothing is going to build your shoulders quite like progressively getting stronger on overhead press. Likewise, nothing is going to build your quads like progressively getting stronger on the squat. It's the compound movements specifically for natural that are going to build your physique and build your frame. There's other perks too, physical perks that come with just lifting for an extensive period of time, such as Vascularity too is something I've really noticed recently. Like, I'm not the leanest I've ever been. I'm arguably leaner in my before. I'm certainly leaner in my before pictures than I am now, but I'm more vascular now. And it makes sense, yeah. Although leanness typically determines vascularity, there's also kind of other variables such as the size of the muscle, because the bigger the muscle is in general, the veins sit on top and around the muscle, so it only makes sense that those veins are going to get pushed. What the frick? I can't like find the verb. But you get the point, man. There's just things that come with lifting that you can't acquire fast. It takes like time, and that's why it's cool. It's been 3 years. There's definitely distinguishable things that have occurred between year 1, year 2, and now 3. Like in comparison to my before pictures that were taken 3 years ago, I'm 45 pounds heavier right now than those before pictures, which is a lot. It's kind of a lot. However, I'm not substantially fatter than those pictures. Sure, I'm not as lean, but it's not by a landslide, so that just tells me that I have made a ton of progress as far as lean mass goes. Just for the sake of my argument, to illuminate you guys and let you know that you really can achieve what I've achieved, I took breaks. I took breaks from lifting because due to anxiety and past work as well, working full-time jobs and strenuous jobs, it just took it out of me. Yes, maybe those are excuses, but I did take about 1 to 2 months off at one singular time. Just this massive extensive break that probably really shat on some of my progress I could have made. I could have done more damage, and people think that what I've done is just crazy. For more specifics on like the transcending your physique and actually like how to, I have made a very good video. I will say I made a good video about this, so I'll link it somewhere up here. But yeah, you guys can go check that out. I'm just gonna eat this. It's kind of getting cold, and then we're gonna go train. Okay guys, so the freaking pro gym that Drew and I intended to go to is closed, so we rebounded, and now we have to go to effing Chuze, and I hate that gym. But nonetheless, we're gonna go. We're gonna get this video out for you guys. We're gonna be hitting a push day, and we're gonna be filming on a 50mm lens. And why that's important is because it's a super honest lens. A lot of these guys in the fitness industry, you know, they use these barrel lenses. They use these really fish-eyed lens, and what that does is you can actually manipulate the shot and get barrel distortion, which either can make you look bigger or just freakier. 50mm is as honest as it gets. It's the closest thing to the human eye, so that's why I use it. I've always used a 50mm. It's also like the most cinematic. The purpose of this is I don't see enough videos of this. I want to give people an honest indication of what you can achieve in 3 years of consistent training and, you know, religious. It's right here. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna hit a push day. And yeah, I'm 5'11", I'm not 5'11", I'm like 5'10" and some change. Nobody believes that for whatever reason, but I might even be closer to 5'11". Not sure, it's been a minute since I've measured myself. But, and I'm 180 pounds right now, on a good day. So soaking wet, I'm 180. Everybody thinks I'm heavier than that, I'm not. But, yeah, we're gonna hit this workout. I know. When you finish with these things, just all in the freaking trash in the car. Just throw it away. Yeah. It's weird when you don't flat bench for a while because you lose like all the stabilization and the motor pathways.
I didn't know you were going. I like peeked my head in all weird. I was like,
I'm like super strong on incline, but now I'm like kind of skeptical if I can even like do 225 like safely, because I don't have the motor pathways.
but if you can do 225, I don't know.
It's looking heavy. That looks like good work. Good work. There's quite literally no shot he can do this. He cannot complete this 5x5. Nah.
I might be screwed.
Might have bit off a little more than you could chew, huh?
That's looking heavy, T.
I gotta squeeze forward.
Got manhandled by 225.
Dude, I'm doing these reps so like bodybuilder reps. Like I'm just like time under tension again. I gotta go faster.
You just don't want to say you barely got that rep.
Dylan.
I know who you are.
Oh no, that's not good. Dude, you see me in Great Descent video.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
And then I literally was like, is that him? There you are, dude.
There I am. Hey, you better subscribe, dude.
Dude, I was like, you look so familiar. Are you living around here? I saw Dylan McKinnon in Cherry Creek Mall.
That's
like,
the place to train.
a week ago. And I was like,
Did you from him?
yeah.
Is he cool?
I mean, he was busy, and I was just like, I was like, hey, are you Dylan McKinnon? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, like, sick, nice to meet you, bro. And he was like, yeah, man.
Dude, to me, like, that stuff never gets old. Like, it happens, and, like, every time it's, like, it's so cool.
The guy looks like he's dying. Somebody might want to check on him.
I can hear that. It's so loud.
Between the wall and the treads.
Thank you. All right. Chuze is closed.
Could
Boys, this is a special mold, right? What's inside of here is monumental for me. This is the YouTube, what do they call it? Plaque?
Yeah,
Play
plaque.
button?
The silver play button.
The silver play button for 100,000 subscribers. Do you ever think you're going to get one?
I'll get one. And I'll hang it next to yours. Holy crap, so mean.
Yeah, you'll get one. Gotta be delicate here. I like cut this.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
What play button? I was gonna make the name. You can like customize the name. I was gonna make it something like stupid, but I was like, nah. Wow. This is a little much for a award.
Holy crap, dude.
This is so weird.
Oh, blue balled.
Dude, the cool thing is that they do this for free, though. Like,
Yeah.
they care that much, and, like, they make it a cool thing for you. Some 100,000 subscribers. Just how far have you come? If each of your subscribers were a light year, they could take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other. That's far. I'm not gonna read that, though. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. Cool. See you, Rick. Oh, it's got a sheath on it.
Good. Holy
It's got a
crap.
mirror. That's literally a mirror. I'm gonna like brush my teeth and stuff and that in the morning.
Dang, that's sweet.
You wanna hold it?
Yeah?
Yeah. Radio. That's sweet. Man, that is crazy. Keep dreaming.